You know, I actually feel a whole lot better about what happened on yesterday than I did on yesterday after having slept on it and put it in what they call perspective, allow you to see things from a whole different, perspective. It makes you feel a little bit better about things, about how things went. Let's talk about that. What's good, Cowboy fans? It's your boy Uncle Fred back in the saddle, back in the house one more again. Please hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry for that little delay. I had a little glitch in there. Had a little glitch yesterday too. We want to take down that video, the response video. We had some audio issues, and we're gonna go ahead and this will serve as the response video after I done slept on it. And we know the story. Cowboys lost 23 to 26 uh, to 17. And so, really, ain't not a whole lot I want to go back into rehashing the stuff. I know we know had a bad first half. We were sleepwalking. After all that talking, you thought they'd been chomping at the bit, and they kind of weren't. First half was rife with penalties, uh, turnovers, bad play calls, non-coaching calls, turning over on downs. But the second half, this is what I mean about perspective. When you put things in perspective, you realize that Eagles played well. They kind of took it to us in the first half, had 20 points. At one point, it was 20-0. We scratched out a field goal right before halftime. Should have been a touchdown, but that's fine. Then we went on 2 scoring drives in the third quarter and pretty much dominated the third quarter. Okay. And then with 14 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, it's a 3-point game. After having committed 3 turnovers, turnover on downs on an ill-fated fourth down play from your own 35-yard line, a non-challenged spot on a third down play that really would have been overturned that nobody bothered to. And with all that in there, it's a 3-point game with 14 minutes left to go. And I still go back to that 12-minute and like 23-24-second mark when it was 3rd and 4, and they threatened the blitz Hurts. Then at the snap, they bailed out of it. I wonder if they had an opportunity, if they would do that, or had a chance to get a do-over for that, would they have elected to do that? That's a good question. I wonder if Dan Quinn's think is kicking himself right now. Man, I should have just sent all of them right there and just sent him, just kind of, made him, because he was kind of injured a little bit in there, because we got to kind of tagged him a few times. He got sacked 4 times. And he might have bailed and just like, let's throw it away. And we got the ball back. Because I guarantee you, we get that ball back with, say, 11 and a half minutes to go, and with a chance to take the lead. We take the lead, and we could possibly win that thing. Man, you wouldn't have been able to tell us nothing, man. Backup quarterback and then we turned the ball over 3 times, turned the ball over on downs 1 time. All the penalties. and we still walk out of Lincoln Financial with a win, man, you couldn't have told us nothing. But even that, being that as it may, having done all those things, and still it was a 3-point game with 14, 13, 14 minutes to go in the game. It's a 3-point game. Okay. And when you look at all the things that went against us in that game, okay, a lot of it self-inflicted. I mean, they did what they did, and we didn't play as well as we could have played. You know, we playing with our backup quarterback. Okay, you tell me they could come to AT&T Stadium with Gardner Minshew and he throw 3 interceptions. They walking out of Texas State. They walking out of AT&T with a win. I think not. So that's why I'm saying you got to put things in perspective. Like, oh, well, yeah, well, you never really thought about it like that. So with all that in mind, yeah, I feel good about that. We possibly get number 4, get Dak back next week. And a lot of people may not want Dak back. But look, man, I think that game also put things into focus too, because now that so-called quarterback controversy that Jerry was hoping for, just so he can get media clicks, and something Colin Cowherd said. I listen to him sometime too. He said, "No, man. You know who decides who the quarterback is? The locker room decides. It ain't about what the coach wants. What the locker room will tell you. They be knowing who the dude is. And to a man, everybody tell you, no, number 4 is that guy. He is that guy. Now I'm gonna need him to do some things a little better. I love number 4, but I always try to be objective with my Cowboy praise and whatever. But we get him back possibly against Detroit. Last defense in the league. I think they're number 31. But I always caution folks: do not go in there with the window dressing and the packaging. Everybody plays for money. Everybody is a professional. Them dudes get paid. They get a check just like we do. All right. So let's not go in there. So we got Detroit. We can just take it easy and walk out there with a dub. No. They 1-4 and then got humiliated on the last, because they didn't play Sunday. So they didn't have 10 days off to play, a week off to prepare for us. They've been knowing they were playing us next. So whatever. And that last time they played, they got shut out by the New England Patriots. You think they might want to get back after that last showing? So hopefully we go into this week's game. It's at 12 o'clock too, at AT&T with the right perspective. So yeah, let's go ahead and flush that old thing. Like something Jalen said, we're gonna take that deuce and flush that one from what happened yesterday. But I want the Cowboy fans to have some perspective about what happened yesterday. And I know it hurt. Nobody likes to lose. We don't want to lose to them dudes. No way. Anybody but the Eagles. And what about Nick Sirianni want to use our slogan, talking about how about them Eagles? That don't even sound right. Y'all got a slogan: fly, Eagles, fly. Do that. Leave our stilo alone. That's our stilo. That's our swag. Leave our stuff alone. We ain't fixing to say ride Cowboys ride. We're not fixing to say that, because that ain't us. How about them Cowboys? That's us. That's our slogan. And so anyhow, but that's all I was gonna say on that. So yeah, we're gonna flush that 26-17. Yeah, it hurt for a minute. We thought we had a chance to win. We did have a chance to win. Some things I didn't like, but there were some things I did like. I like the resilience, and I like that we may have discovered some guys. That Jake Ferguson can play, man. I'm just gonna tell y'all just like that. And he might make Dalton Schultz obsolete, because we gotta pick up that $11 million price tag on him. But I didn't think they should have picked up his tag. No way. From this year, should have let him hit the free agent market or whatever. Let's see what you can get. But we not giving you no tag. We'll tag somebody. Should have tagged like Randy Gregory or somebody like that. But then we wouldn't have Dante Fowler. But whatever. Or any of those dudes. But yeah, and Zeke ran well. So there were some things that was positive in that game. Even though the scoreboard don't indicate that and everything. So. And we got I don't call it the easy schedule, but we got the the Lions this week, and we go to Soldier Field. On the week after that, play the Bears, and then we got a bye, and we get healthy. Maybe Schultz comes back after that, and we can run some 2 tight end sets like to do. And then maybe then we come back after that and we play the Green Bay Packers, who are reeling right now. So, hey man, what you gonna do? Now, one thing I do want to talk about with it, we got to clean the penalties up, guys. Can't have 10 penalties for 72 yards. Now, the yardage total, that ain't saying a whole lot. The 72 yards is not an ungodly amount of penalty yards for 10 penalties. That means you might have had like one holding call and a bunch of like offside, false starts, delay games, those kind of things. And they're 5-yard variety, but there's still too many penalties as an aggregate total to be having. So now we definitely got to clean that up. But that's behind us and stuff. And so we're looking forward to our games coming forward. So now, some of the things that's in the rumor mills as we close this video down is that there have been talk about, because if anybody's been watching the news and watching, we know that the Carolina Panthers are having a fire sale, and it's been rumored that they want to part ways with DJ Moore. They've already parted ways with Richie Anderson, who had a blow up with interim coach Steve Wilks on the sideline, who I think he was mouthing off at his receivers coach or something like that, and I guess he's wanting to know why he wasn't in on the groupings that went out on the field, and so he had words with his position coach, and so Steve Wilks, I guess he was like, "Look, man, you ain't fixing to do that on my watch." And he's the interim coach after they fired Matt Rule and I think Ben McAdoo and some other. They got rid of a bunch of guys. So that team's in disarray. So it's been talked about that the Cowboys might be interested in DJ Moore. And I know a lot of the Cowboy creators, content creators have talked about that. Well, we got DCD. We know we want to get him. We got Michael Gallup, and we gave him some money, gave him 5 years, 62. And, we know after this year, we're going to have to pay CD. And, do we want to grab a $17 million receiver and bring him into there? Because, we're in the kind of the cost-cutting miserly mode right now. Remember back in 2018 that the Cowboys gave up a first-round pick to get Amari Cooper, but the Cowboys ain't reading from that music no more. They not giving up a first-round pick for Jesus Christ. Believe that. That's how much they holding on them draft picks now. So one of the content creators was talking about that, no, we don't want him. We got these guys, and he's not even better than those. He'd be a number 3 receiver. You'd pay $17 million for a number 3. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if DJ Moore is a number 3 in ours, because really, and you look, and I got his stats pulled up over here. He's a 6 foot, 210-pound receiver in his 4th year out of Maryland. He came in the same draft we drafted Van Der Esch. I wanted us to draft Calvin Ridley because, I got Bama ties, but, what they went with the linebacker. And DJ Moore is the other receiver that was available in that same draft. And I think he was the second receiver took. And he got taken by the Carolina Panthers. But, 25 years old. He's had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. 21 this past year. 93 catches, 1,157 yards, 4 touchdowns. 2020, 66 catches for 1,197 yards, bigger average in 2020, and had also had 4 touchdowns. Boy, he loved them 4 touchdowns. 2019, 87 catches, 1,175 yards, 4 touchdowns. And so that's, and then in 2018 is his rookie year, he was 55 for 785 and 2 touchdowns. So his career totals is and this year he only has 20 catches. You see, that was the thought process that particular content creator was saying. Well, he only got 20 catches. Heck, CeeDee Lamb got 29 catches, and heck, Noah Brown got like 25 catches. He not even on, got more catches than him. Like, I'm saying to myself, dude, DJ Moore is better than Noah Brown. Noah Brown's a 7th round pick. He's just functional and on our team. This guy is a 1st round wide receiver pick. Okay. And if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, go back and pull up the game. And in case you don't, I'll pull it up for you. I got it right here. The game last year, October 3rd, is almost like a little over a year ago, when we played the Carolina Panthers in AT&T. DJ Moore gashed us for 8 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Okay, with Sam Darnold as quarterback. All I'm saying is it's just worth a chance to kick the tires on that, because we saw the Eagles last night and we see what they got. I mean, remember with them, and we talking about perspective, they didn't even have Quez Watkins. All right, they went with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, and then Quez Watkins is another one. Quez Watkins gonna be on your third receiver, on your third corner. That's why it's like, okay, we gonna have to match with that. Are we sure that James Washington, when he add him to our mix, that's gonna be enough to keep up with the Eagles? And so, are we sure that we don't want to kick the tires on this dude? I'm just saying, because, and another thing, the last thing you want to do is have one of our other NFC brethren go get him. I mean, like, I don't know, Green Bay, who we might have to play, and you could have got him, and you trying to, and the other thing I just want to say, we're going to go ahead and close out of his video, is that the last thing you want to do is, you got guys like Micah Parsons and guys like Trayvon Diggs and they prime, and they primo players, they in their prime. And you don't want to waste their prime. You got an opportunity, to make deep playoff runs and make their time here count. Okay, you don't want to, muddy the waters up, trying to be, penny pinching. That's all I'm saying. And at the end of the day, it's all an arms race. The Eagles went out and got players. Okay. And that's why if they had done what we did last year, they would be probably 2-3 or 2-4 right now, had they just stood pat like we kind of did. Okay. But they went and got an AJ Brown. Okay. Yeah. So they went out and got a James Bradbury at corner, a darn good corner. That's a good second corner. Okay. They went out and got a Darius Slay. They went out and got a Hassan Reddick. Okay. They went out and got those guys, right? So, so that's all I'm saying. They went out and got a Gardner Johnson. Okay. They went out and got guys. All right. They went, it's an arms race. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. At some point, you got to keep up, because you can't be like, well, yeah, we'll get them next year. And, and each year you don't do it, you wasting the prime years of some of your star players. Okay. I still mad about they wasted the years of DeMarcus Ware. They wasted the years of Tony Romo. And didn't put adequate stuff around him where he could have been successful until he was at the end of his career. You don't think we could have gotten, went and got offensive linemen and, running backs and adopted more of a running style to complement his? You don't think we could have done that maybe 2 or 3 years into his career, instead of waiting until he was like year 9 when he was broke down? These are the things I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. DJ, he's worth a tire kick. That's all the brother's saying. He's worth a tire kick. He's worth it. Taking it out for a run around the block. And he's worth a test drive. That's all the brother's saying. Okay. But anyway, man, brighter days are ahead. We got the Lions coming to AT&T Sunday at 12 o'clock. So, man, we looking forward to that, man. And so, but that's all I wanted. But just think about this, though. Think about, what we need to do going forward. Should we stand pat, or should we maybe tweak the roster just a little bit? And do we have enough to compete with the Eagles, with the and if we play the Bills, or do we got enough to compete with them? Are we going to be able to score enough points to complement how good our defense is? That's what we got. That's the questions we're going to have to ask. So. Well, anyway, that's all I got from the desk of Uncle Fred. Please like, comment, and subscribe. to the Uncle Fred sports experience, I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. I always say like, just like hit the like button, just like hitting the light switch when you go into the room. Hit the like switch, and that just lets the algorithms know that you got cowboy content on here. And maybe somebody else that likes cowboy content might like Uncle Fred too. You might like the way I disseminate, cowboy rhetoric. That y'all might like how, I dissect cowboy knowledge and disseminate it to the masses. Y'all might like that. Somebody else might like this. So when you like it, that just directs more people to this. Oh, he's got a cowboy thread. Let me see what he's talking about. Okay. So please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next video. Catch you guys later.